Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new. I am Haley and this is part 3 of my potty training series here on YouTube. So if you have not caught part 1 and 2, make sure you go and do that. I will link that down below and up here. But today I want to talk about something that has really shifted the way that I approach potty training with my second versus how I handled potty training with my first. So that is the Good Inside potty training method. And no, this is not sponsored. I truly wish it was, because I think Good Inside is one of those things that has really helped me in my mom journey, not just potty training. But this is just truly a video about what helped me on this journey of potty learning with my second kid, and I want to share it with you so it can help you too. All right, so this method made the potty learning feel more connected, more grounded, and honestly a lot less stressful than I anticipated. All right, so here's the thing. You are ready to start potty training. You've grabbed all of your items, all your tools. You have the little potty, the little underwear. You have all the things, but I want you to actually just stop and to pause for a second. And I want you to actually ask yourself, have I taken a moment to prepare myself as a parent? I'm not talking preparing your space, preparing the home, preparing your toddler, and all of those things are important. I'm talking about preparing you as the person who is in this potty learning journey with your kid. And why? Because the mindset that you bring into this journey matters. And it matters a lot. So when I was potty training my first, I kept hearing different phrases like potty learning versus potty training, and I really didn't get it. Like I got it, right? Like they're learning, they're not an animal, you're not training them, they're learning a new skill. There's gonna be ups and downs, right? So I got it, but I didn't really fully understand it until I was going through this journey with my second and watching the potty learning course with Good Inside. Okay, so what is the potty learning course that I'm talking about? So it is about an hour and 45 minutes, I want to say. And I honestly watched it twice because I watched it through the first time and then I wanted to watch it again because there's just so much knowledge jam-packed in this free course. And you can pause it and you can do it in pieces and you can listen to it while you're doing other things, but it is immensely helpful. You know, with my daughter, I still focused on the outcomes. My main things were like, are her undies dry? Did she have accidents? I still thought of those outcome-based check marks, milestones, versus potty learning as a whole. So the key differences that they really talk about between potty training and potty learning are potty training is adult led, right? The grown-up is dictating the pace, the schedule, and the outcome/success, quite honestly. And potty learning is dictated by your child. Your child is learning their own body signals, their own sensations and timing of things. And the biggest thing that she stresses, which is quite hard, if I'm being honest, is our job is there to support, not to control or to take over. That one mindset shift really allowed things to kind of feel lighter of, wow, you know, this isn't something I can control. I cannot control my child going on the potty and telling them they need to go pee. Like, I just cannot do that. That will probably backfire. Or if it doesn't backfire and your kid just listens, they're not learning and truly understanding. So when I was able to kind of step back from that and say, you know what, this is out of my hands, I'm here to support, it just helped me as a parent feel a lot less stressed. So instead of obsessing over the outcomes, like I'd mentioned, the dry undies, the no accidents, I started focusing on progress. So when your toddler is noticing, oh my gosh, I'm peeing and I'm not on the potty, that is progress because they're noticing those signals, right? They are learning, and that is so valuable. And 3 other things that really help when you're focusing on the progress and not the outcomes are you are a lot more present and you can be supportive and helpful of your child. You're connecting with them more emotionally and you're more patient, and you're building long-term habits. So you're not reminding them to go sit on the potty. They're learning those cues, and that really is setting them up for long-term success. All right, so the Good Inside method breaks down 5 life skills that your toddler is, believe it or not, learning throughout this process. And they are big deal lifelong skills. The first one is independence, the sense of I can do this. I don't need my parent, but I am capable of learning and accomplishing something. Number 2 is separation. They are realizing that they are a person separate from us, separate from their parents. Number 3 is control. They are realizing that this is their body and they control what happens to it. And honestly, that one is huge because we don't want kids to feel out of control or like people are controlling their bodies and them. Number 4 is body awareness. So listening to the signals and being able to recognize them. Number 5 is body sovereignty. So realizing that they're the only ones that know what's happening to their body. It's hilarious now with my 4-year-old because I've like started using these terms with her too. And she'll throw it back in my face being like, I'm the only one who knows when I have to go to the bathroom. So that, but hey, yes, body sovereignty. But that last one, body sovereignty, also lays the framework for consent. And when you're starting to have those conversations when they get a little bit older. So often we prep and we get our child prepared, but we forget that we need to prepare ourselves. And potty learning can bring up a lot of feelings, especially when they don't go as planned. So I found it really helpful. She gives you some like reflection questions, and that really helped me. So here's just a few that she kind of asks you to reflect on as you're going through the course. So the first one is, how am I when I'm working towards a goal, but it's out of my control? The second is, how do I react when things feel messy or uncomfortable? And the third one is, what comes up when I notice that my child is becoming more independent? So for example, I do not like mess. I get really overwhelmed, even when it's like messy play, for example. So being able to use those reflection questions to be like, how am I in mess? I was able to sit with that and realize, okay, I have some triggers here. There's probably going to be some mess in potty learning. And I was able to sit and kind of honestly reflect on myself of, okay, this might be moments that I might need some support from my partner. Being able to sit and recognize that so I can say, I know that this is going to happen, so I'm not going to let it overwhelm me and dictate how this experience goes. So doing that work ahead of time and preparing ourselves, that's why that is so important in this potty learning journey. It's not just about having this checklist of items. It is a mental thing for sure on both your part and your kids. So if you are about to start potty learning, or if you are in the thick of it and it's not going well, I highly suggest that you check out the Good Inside free potty learning course, and I'm going to link it down below. Again, this is not sponsored. Honestly, this was a huge tool that really, really changed the way that potty learning / training went with my second kid versus my first. And I'm here to help others so their experience is not like it was with my first. But I want to leave you with 3 reminders. Your child is going to figure this out. You are there to support your child, but you're not there to control your child. And the process matters more than the timeline. I could go on a rant about it for hours, but I don't think there's such thing as like potty training in 3 days. Or, if your kid is taking longer than your neighbor right next door, it's okay. What matters is the process, not the timeline. All right, so I hope that this was helpful. And again, if it was, please make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any future videos. And again, if you missed part 1 and 2, go check that out. And I'm so excited you were here. Leave a comment. Let me know how the journey is going for you and your kiddo. You got this, and I'm cheering you on.